Welcome back, YouTube fam. It's your boy Y. Okay, and in this video, I'm actually going to talk to you guys a little bit. So if I'm talking too much, I apologize. But this is really for those who are currently with the phone or thinking about getting the phone, or just want to know how has your experience been with this phone? This is the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. Overall, this phone has been okay. So let me take you through a little bit of a history. If you're new to this channel, then you wouldn't have known this already. So I just let you know. I started off with the OnePlus Open. Of course, before that I did Z Folds, but I'll take you to just last year. So last year I had the OnePlus Open and I was rocking that phone hard. If you guys know, OnePlus has been like on top of it when it is coming out with their phones in recent years, but they nailed it with the OnePlus Open. The OnePlus Open was nice, and it set the standard for all the other foldable companies, not just in the US, but in other states. In other countries. But if you're in the US, then you know there's only 3 brands you could choose to get a foldable that works. One is OnePlus, sorry, not this one, but is the OnePlus Open. 2 is this phone, Pixel. And 3 is basically has been the king of the foldable market in the US. Has been Samsung. Now, if you are also a part of Samsung, you've been Samsung this whole time, then you know Samsung has been great, but they made a lot of promises that they were not keeping for a long time. One of those issues that everybody has, you can watch plenty of videos of the previous models. The phone on the inside was great, but on the outside was too dang skinny. It was just too slim and I hated it. So again, I had the OnePlus Open. I was rocking that one last year. Great, it was nice. Then I wanted to try out the Z Fold 6. So I went to Z Fold and I just couldn't get over the skinny screen. I've had Z Folds in the past and that was my main issue. The outer display is not as usable for people who have big fingers. So I sold that one, got rid of it, came back to the OnePlus Open. But then there was one brand I just never tried. I didn't try their first generation because it looked a little bit weird to me, but I did try their second generation, and that was Pixel, and hence why I have this phone. So I got Pixel. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold has been rocking it for a good minute now after selling my OnePlus Open, which I dearly miss. But my experience, if I could give you an overall, I should have stayed with the OnePlus Open. Not just the fact I can use a stylus. If you get the stylus from overseas, which was the Apple Pen, you can use that on the OnePlus Open on the inside and the outside screens. That was dope. I had that. It was great. But I wanted to try a new experience. I never tried a Pixel Fold. I kind of wish that I didn't, because this phone has been shoddy at best. So don't get me wrong. The software, which you can expect with Google, has been great. The hardware looks great as well. The bump isn't too protruding. It's not too far out there. Finding cases was not hard at all. One thing about, again, when you're in the States, they have so many custom cases for iPhones, not so many for Androids. Samsung is a little bit hard to find them too, but Pixel, I found a lot of custom cases. D-Brand made their cases as well, which I just had the D-Brand case on. So I had this on for a while. I've been rocking this on here. This is actually one of the best cases I've had and the most durable. But that doesn't make me love this phone. Now, again, I love all those added benefits of being able to find cases, find skins easily. As you know by now, I always put skins on my phone. It's a protective feature. I always put screen protectors, such as a glass screen protector, on my phones. It's a safety feature. I don't want to lose it. I just got the phone, don't want to break it type stuff. And I like the slimness. It was pretty slim. It's not chunky. Overall, that was nice. Running the phone has been nice, but my biggest I'm going to talk about my little problems too, but my biggest problem, this phone is super freaking shoddy. It gets glitchy at times and it is nerve-wracking. For example, one day I had this phone and I was doing different, I think I was running 2 screens at the same time and I switched off from one. Out of nowhere, my phone froze. It just froze. So I'm like, okay, what did I do? So I'm clicking, pressing the button, open the screen, it's all black. Close the screen, still on this page, pressing. Then everything just turns black. For like 30 minutes, I was trying to figure out, and then out of nowhere, it booted up. I thought I broke the phone and I didn't even do anything to it. I've had more than one occasion when that happened, by the way. That wasn't just one occasion. Another issue, let me show you actually, see if it does it again, because I just did it just a minute ago. So, one feature I like, but let's see if it shows you the glitchy side of it. One thing that they advertise with this phone is the, why am I losing all my words? But the translating feature, there we go. Now, when you go to Google Translate, it does a really good job with translating. Whoop, wrong one, now it's Travelocity. You go to Google Translate, and right here you can start having a conversation between yourself and the person. So this is English to Spanish, obviously, you can change it. But you see that little box right there? You just click that box, and you see dual screen on. It's supposed to show the other side. So this is English, the other side should show Spanish. So now you see it, it shows Spanish, right? You see how it just turned dark? Now, let's see if I can put it back, and this is where it will get glitchy. There you go. See what I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking about. It's not on the screen either. It's just right here. Little issues with that is my problem. And it's not just the Google Translate app. It does that a lot. I get closer, you see how it's glitching out? That worries me with a phone that I spent over $1,000 for. And look at it. I'm sliding. I couldn't even get it to go home. So I don't know why this phone has issues like that. And Google Translate is not the only one that it does it in. It does it in other apps. It freaks out. I love the translating feature. I hate that feature that messes up. Another bonus for mine is like the add me feature. So for example, this was a picture of the add me. So if you never heard of the add me feature, that's like mainly only for Pixel line, by the way, is when you take a picture, like maybe you might be a group of people, right? And you're the camera person, you take a picture of them, and then it gives you instructions, hand the phone to the next person and stand where you want to be in the picture with the group. So it make it seem like you were there the whole time in the picture. That way you don't have to worry about trying to ask somebody that's walking by to take the picture for you. You can picture it, have your friend take the picture, and then put you in that picture. So it works like this. I took a picture of my wife, right? Then I turned around, gave her the phone. It gave her super clear instructions. Then she took a picture of me. Mind you, same picture. Boom, boom. Then what AI did with this phone, with this picture, it put it together, and it looks like I was in that picture the entire time. Really cool AI features. It is actually pretty nice. I dropped some photos in here as well, so that way you guys can see like the excellent camera. I love the camera. The camera is nice. It does take really good photos. I'm not even gonna hate on the camera. That's not an issue. Like there's 2 more features on here that I like as well. So if you hit that button, it has the made you look, but for some reason it says unavailable. Oh, that's because I'm on photo. I mean portrait. So made you look feature, and what that is for the kids. Hit that button. You can pick which face. It also makes noise. So I chose this guy. It shows them on another page. Pretty cool. Get them to look, you know, for the kids and babies. Then they take a picture. It's awesome, right? That is dope. Another one was, it has the regular dual screen preview and the rear camera selfie. So both of those is great. Yeah, so that was basically my main one. And the add me feature is right here. So you take a picture, see, leave space for yourself. It always gives you instructions, which again, I love it. Those 2 features was nice. Plus the Google Translate technically those were the main features that they was boasting about when they got the phone. I was looking forward to that, and I've had fun with that. It's been nice. When you take the picture, the processing on it is good as well. It makes it as clear and as like vibrant as possible. I like that too. Moving aside from that, the battery is good. It's not bad. Our battery doesn't drain that fast. And as far as charging it, it charges pretty fast. It doesn't take a whole lot of time for it to charge. It does go into like randomly like smart charging. And what that basically is, it trickle charge a little bit at a time. It's a way of kind of preserving the battery health. And then it'll be fully charged by a certain time. And it'll tell you fully charged by like 10:29 p.m. or a.m. or whatever. It'll tell you the time. Now going towards charging is what I show you I don't like. Something that this phone is a major problem for me, even though I don't even care about wireless charging. If I'm paying over $1,000, I want wireless charging to work whenever I want it, right? Most phones will put it slap dab in the middle. So you just put it on the wireless charger, charge is fine. No, I don't know why they did this. I'm still trying to figure it out. Is the actual charging coil is not in the middle. It's like right under the G and I think shifted to the right or something like that. It is not easy to wirelessly charge this phone. And that makes me angry because I have a car that has wireless charging. I try to put that there. And at first it used to work probably a couple times, but then I realized it's not actually working. Or what it would do, which is another glitch, is like it will show charging in my car, but this will flicker on and off, flick, flick, flick. So now I'm potentially messing up the battery. So I have to take it off. Then it start getting hot. Now it doesn't get, I give them that credit. It don't get as hot as the previous Pixel phones, which for me, that was a big let go. I had to let go of that brand for that. I think the last one I had was the Pixel 7 Pro or the 8, and that was the issue. Couldn't have the phone no more. I didn't even want it. I ended up getting rid of that phone ASAP. I think I only kept it for like 2 weeks. This one, it gets warm, but not super hot. The Tensor G2 chip is probably the reason for that. I don't know. I think the glitches is also a part of their Tensor G2 chip because they have their own chip in here. I like when a company tries to do things on their own, but it doesn't always work out the best way. So this is only their second generation, which I totally get, but Pixel is a well-known brand and it shouldn't have this many issues. This thing gets extremely shoddy. If I have to rate how much I like this phone out of 10, probably give it like a hard 7. Can't go past 7. I do like that I can put my custom background here. So this is from an app called Yo Window. So it looks just like that. You go to Yo Window and you can put different backgrounds. You do have to pay for it if you want the pro version, but you don't have to get the pro version. You can just get the regular version and still change the landscapes. So right there, I had it on town. Let's see, I do village so you can see. So basically you just pick a background and you see now it's a home and you see a little dog walking and also peeing. That is interesting. Anyway, that brings me to what I don't like. I can't move this bar at the bottom. I hate that it's stuck there. It's like, I like to see the whole screen, so I usually remove this or at least put this up. I can't move it. See, I hold it, doesn't let me move it. It sucks. I can't remove it. So this is stuck at the bottom of your screen if you're thinking about getting it, which means if you're looking at anything down here, it's blocking it. I can move these at the top. I just can't move this bar at the bottom. I don't know why Google forced us to have that there. You know, that's a letdown because I like seeing the full screen. Anyway, that was my complaint on that. I do like, you know, the VPN, you know, you have that, which they kind of disabled on other phones. Overall, a lot of stuff was okay with the phone. It just, what overshadows how much I could have loved this phone is how many glitches I have. The blackening of the phone. You just saw the Google Translate glitching. It happens in other apps. It is very annoying. And I would think that this thing would be bright outside. Man, I walked outside. This thing was so hard to read. It was amazing. I couldn't see anything even though I had the brightness turned up. Now, for some weird reason, when I first got the phone, it was bright outside. And now it seems like that brightness like dimmed. And I go to the settings to try to fix it. It seems like everything is fine. Maybe I'm just tripping, but I could have sworn when I got the phone, it was brighter outside, even with sunlight. Now it's just really, really dim outside, and it sucks. If you are asking for my advice, if you currently have the OnePlus Open and you're loving the OnePlus Open, you know, their updates make you feel like you got a new phone every time, especially now that they have the, you know, dynamic island like Apple does. I love that feature on the Android, and I'm glad OnePlus did it. Then keep the OnePlus Open. Honestly, that phone is hard, especially if you have the stylus. If you have the stylus, you can use it on the front and the inner display. And if you like styluses, that works for you. Just know it's gonna be a little bit hard to find cases for it. If you don't care about wireless charging, get the OnePlus Open, because that doesn't have wireless charging anyway, but it does have fast regular charging. If you are a Pixel head and you just, you know, you're a diehard Pixel, don't want to let go of the Pixel brand, I still would say try other brands like me. Get the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, but I'm warning you ahead of time, it will have a lot of shoddy moments, and there's gonna be times where you think you broke the phone because of how bad it's glitching. It's not you, it's the phone. If you're a Samsung head, Samsung just released the Z Fold 7, go for that. Or if you just wanna try something different, go for the Z Fold 7. I'm gonna be really snapped because I am currently awaiting that phone. So what that means is I'm going to be doing a video so you can see. I'm going to do first an unboxing, and then, you know, a long-term review like I normally do. I'm also going to be doing a video on this, the Galaxy Watch Ultra. Just a sneak peek. Between these two together, it's been great experience. Haven't had any issues with it. None at all. I can still use Galaxy Watch Ultra as normal. But I just can't like this phone. I want to love it. I'm like kind of almost there. I tolerate this phone a lot, but the glitches and the software issues, and I love the UI. I love the software actually, but it overshadows with how shoddy it is. You love it at first, but then when those issues and those glitches are coming up, it really makes you upset. Something also, I guess I show, like I said, the body, I love the body. I've taken extremely good care of this phone. However, one thing I don't like about the body, and I'm cleaning it now so you can see it, is regarding the inner display. And I don't even mind the crease. That doesn't bother me at all. OnePlus Open has the best crease so far for the the North American phones. They have the best creases because it's not, you can barely see it. But this one in Samsung you can still see it very clearly. Anyway, you see this border that goes around the whole phone? Like, if you look closely, got scratches there, and I don't even know how I got those. Again, this phone has never been dropped. I never fumbled this phone. I know I'm butterfingers, but I'm not that bad. I've never dropped this phone, yet the inside has scratches all on those rims. That's because that thing is definitely not scratch resistant. It is very scratch immediate. If I could throw that in there, like, you would get scratches right there. You don't even know how you got it. That's beyond me, because when I want to sell a phone, I keep the phone in a really good condition because I want the person to get a new experience for a cheaper price. I can't sell this as a newer phone because of all those scratches on the inside. So I'm still giving somebody the experience, but they don't get the experience I want to give them because of that issue. I don't like that. That material on the inside is whack to me. I don't know why they did that. I think it was the same thing on the original Pixel. They need to change the material of this right here. I don't like how it is. I don't like it. Super scratchy. Again, you don't have to do anything and it ends up with scratches. So I'm trying to show you off the reflection. See all that right there? See if I can show you. See all that right there? I thought it was just stains or something, and I wiped it. Oh, it's scratches. Don't know where it came from. As far as the front camera here and the inner display camera, I don't really care too much for it. It's not bad. I just don't use it. If you care a lot about it, then, I mean, I guess I'd leave that up to personal preference. I don't use it that much for it to care, but I have used this front before. Now, one thing I will say, even if the shot is like not as good, the AI in the phone and the processing does a really good job of making sure it's like clear and it's nice looking. So even if you take a super horrible shot, Google will try its hardest to make sure it's a clear shot. They have this, which I haven't used a lot, but I guess there's kind of like their way of venturing into like having their own store kind of, but it's the Pixel Studio. So in the Pixel Studio, as you can see, they have different stuff you can do, different type of themes you can add on your phone. Well, not really themes, but pictures. Like, all these are pretty cool. Like, it's just more, I think it's mostly like, you know, stickers and wallpapers, and that's cool. Do I use it? No, I don't. I only brought it up because I just thought about it now. So, sorry. I don't really care too much about that feature. But it is cool that they at least have their own Pixel Studio. That's something that you may like. I just didn't care about it. But overall, that's about like all of my extra stuff. I'm sorry I talk a lot, but you can think of this as a Wyversation. Not a conversation, a Wyversation. So I'm going to have a lot of these because that's what my long-term reviews are going to consist of. Me, Y, talking to you. We're having a Wyversation. Hashtag. But yeah, again, overall, this phone has been okay. After having the OnePlus Open, I think it takes a little bit more to really like get me like motivated with the foldable phone, because that one set the standard and I'm expecting the next foldable to like top that. This didn't really do a good job. I think OnePlus Open, although this one is still newer than the OnePlus Open, the OnePlus Open is definitely better. Camera, I believe, is better. It takes better pictures. This one obviously has wireless charging, but who cares? It doesn't work that good anyway. Faster charging is with the OnePlus Open. The screen, I think they're both wide. The inside of the screen of this one is bigger because it's 8 inches, so it's a little bit bigger, but not too big of a difference. But that's where it ends. OnePlus Open is better and everything else to me. I love their UI, definitely their software. I love how the phone looks. I love everything about that phone. And it doesn't come with mysterious scratches that you don't know where they came from, even though you take extremely good care of the phone. But again, if you want to get this phone, feel free to get it. The price is definitely going to be decreasing. Just know, one, take really good care of your phone, and two, have a backup plan in case it starts getting glitchy and maybe your phone goes out. Because if it does, you're gonna need an extra phone. So I would say, my personal opinion, if you could save your money and go to the OnePlus Open, go for the OnePlus Open. If you are thinking this is your first foldable ever, I would say the first foldable ever, OnePlus Open. Get that experience. Don't worry about wireless charging. If you like that, don't go there. But if you want your first foldable experience, OnePlus Open definitely. If you've been with the foldables this whole time, try the new Samsung Fold that come out. Hopefully, when this next Pixel 10 Pro Fold comes out, it's better. But from when I saw the leaks and renders, it looked the exact same. And one thing about Google is when you see the leaks and the renders, that's exactly what it will look like, because they do not hold secrets very well at all. I don't know how leakers get all their information, but they do for some weird reason. So it looked the exact same as this phone. From what I saw, there's not much of an improvement either. So if you have this phone and you're thinking about upgrading, think probably not about upgrading, because there's small upgrades. But we'll see. I think their unveiling is late in August, so we'll see. Anyway, thank you, YouTube fan, for stopping by. Thank you for listening to my spiel and also my Wyversation. Oh, and one more thing. This thing does come with a lot of accessories. So you can find accessories easily because it's Pixel, cases, other stuff. So if you have any questions, feel free to just drop them down below. I love answering questions. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Let's keep growing. I want to keep going so I can make sure at least I'm doing this for somebody. You know, maybe not everybody might not like it, but from what I saw, you guys seem to like my honest feedback. So feel free, you can give me any tips or tricks as well if you feel it's something I can do better too. All right, YouTube fam. Peace. it.